Okay, we're back. We are talking about net lease investing. We've talked about a lot of different basic concepts at this point, but what we need to do now is we need to look at a lot of triple net properties. We need to get you really comfortable with what you're buying. After all, you're selling a house that you've owned for quite a while. You've built up some equity in it. You don't want to lose that equity, so we want to make sure this is safe. What we're going to do with that equity is see what that can buy you in today's marketplace. What kind of credit of a tenant, what kind of lease terms, where is the real estate? These are all factors that determine the purchase price. We might look at a few hundred properties to find that one property that suits your investment needs and that you're comfortable with. After that, what do we do next? We write them an offer. This part's pretty simple. We can make it complicated, but it's not. It's really simple. It's called an L.O.I, letter of intent. What that does is we're gonna, on a 1 or 2 page piece of paper, we're gonna outline the terms of the deal. We're gonna tell the seller how much we're gonna pay, when we're gonna close, we're gonna tell them what escrow company we want, real simple technical things like that. But the bottom line is, when are we gonna close and how much we're gonna pay for it, how much deposit we're gonna put down. We're also going to tell them we're in a 1031 tax deferred exchange and we want the seller to cooperate with that process so that we accomplish all your objectives. After we get an accepted letter of intent, we move on to the purchase contract. That's a little more complicated, but today we're just talking about the letter of intent, which means we're looking at a lot of properties. You don't necessarily need to go visit the properties at this point. We're going to look at them online. We can figure out where they are. Google has done an amazing job at letting us look at these properties before we get an accepted offer. We can look at them from the air. They've got the Google car. They've driven around it. When we actually do go see the property in person, it's a formality because we've seen it all. But we get a marketing package from the listing broker, or if it's not listed on the market with a broker, we put information together for you so that you know everything about that property before going and see it and before writing a letter of intent. We'll get more into this at a later time, but for now, if you want more information, go to my website, Beaubien.com. It's www.beaubien.com. Have a great day.